Hello everyone, welcome to Ritu Siri Educate. Today in this class we will discuss about parts of digestive system. In previous class I have explained about the introduction regarding digestive system. Now we will discuss about parts of digestive system. Generally if we take the human digestive system, they consist of two parts. Human digestive system consists of two parts. They are the alimentary canal. It is the alimentary canal and it consists of digestive glands. Yes, the human digestive system consists of these two parts, digestive glands and alimentary canal. And then we will go with digestive glands. Okay, here as we all know that in yesterday's class I have explained about as the alimentary canal is a long muscular tube that extends from anterior mouth and it ends with posterior anus. Okay, let us see what are the parts involved in this alimentary canal. The first part of alimentary canal is mouth. Mouth is the first part of the alimentary canal, and this mouth opens into a small cavity. We call it as buccal cavity, or otherwise we call it as oral cavity. Buccal cavity is also otherwise known as oral cavity. And next part is pharynx. This pharynx, it opens into the esophagus. So this esophagus, it passes through the thoracic cavity. Esophagus, it passes through the thoracic cavity. This cavity, we call it as thoracic cavity, passes through the thoracic cavity and it enters into the abdominal cavity, and by this esophagus opens into the stomach. Esophagus, it opens into the stomach in the abdominal cavity. And finally, this opens into the small intestine, and the small intestine opens into the large intestine, and large intestine ends posteriorly with the anus. So, it is the general overall view of the alimentary canal. Okay, now let us discuss about each and every part detailedly about the alimentary canal. The first part is mouth. Okay, right. The first we will start discussing with the mouth part, and then we will go with the remaining parts. Yes, here mouth. Mouth is the first part of the alimentary canal. It is the first part of the alimentary canal. This alimentary canal is also otherwise known as digestive tract, or otherwise we call it as alimentary gastrointestinal tract, alimentary canal, gastrointestinal tract, or we can say it as digestive tract, or otherwise we call it as gut. So the first part of the alimentary canal is the mouth. Okay, what is the use of this mouth means it helps in taking the food, intake of food, water and air. Okay, it allows food, water and air to enter into the body of an organism. Okay, it is about the function of the mouth, and it is the first part of the alimentary canal. And this mouth consists of two parts. It is a combination of two parts. Mouth. What are the two parts means? They are the vestibular part, or otherwise we call it as vestibular region. Vestibular part or vestibular region. And second part is buccal cavity. Buccal cavity, or otherwise we call it as oral cavity, oral or buccal cavity. Okay, here what is vestibular part? Vestibular part is nothing but the small space, the little space that is present in between the lips and the teeth. Okay, if you see, for suppose if you see that here you consist of lips. Okay, these lips are attached to the jawbone. Okay, in between these lips and the jawbone, you can see the small space. Okay, by touching with your tongue, you can see that here you can observe the small space below this lip. Here, these are the small space. The small space we call it as vestibular part, and otherwise we call it as the space that is present in between the cheek and the jawbone. Okay, inside here, this is the cheek. Inside the cheek and in between this cheek and the jawbone, you will be having the small space. We call it as vestibular part. It is the vestibular part. You can say it as vestibular part is nothing but, just wait, I will draw the diagram so that you will be getting the clear idea. I will explain by drawing the diagram. Okay, here these are the lips, you can see that. It is the upper lip and it is the lower lip. It is the upper lip and the lower lip. So here, this is the jawbone. This is the buccal cavity. Inside this buccal cavity, this is the jawbone. Jawbone is nothing but it is the teeth where the teeth are fixed. Okay, this bone we call it as jawbone. It is the jawbone where the teeth are fixed. These are the teeth. Okay, here you can see the small space that is present in between the lip and the jawbone. This space we call it as vestibular region, vestibular part. Here you can see by using your tongue, you can see that here the small space. So it is called as vestibular part. And next we need to know that structure of lips. Next part is about structure of lips. Okay, there are two lips. They are the upper lip and the lower lip. Here I will draw the diagram of upper lip. This is the upper lip and here it is the lower lip. This is the lower lip and here it is the upper lip. Generally the scientific name of lips is labia. We call it as labia. Lips are also otherwise known as labia. So here the upper lip is known as superior labium, superior upper lip otherwise known as superior labium, and lower lip is otherwise known as inferior labium, inferior labium. In singularly we call it as labium, if in plural we call it as labia. So here the upper lip is known as superior labium and lower lip is known as inferior labium. So here the lips are lined by a border. They are lined by a border. Upper lip is lined by a border and lower lip is also they are lined by a border. We call this border as a vermilion border. Lips are lined by a border. We call it as vermilion border. And here at the joints here, these joints where the place where the two lips joins, this corner we call it as oral commusus. Oral commusus. Call it as oral commusus. The space, the corners where the two lips joins. This corners we call it as oral commusus. And this the two lips are lined by a border, we call it as vermilion border. And the space that is present in between these borders, upper lip border. So here this is the upper lip, these are the borders, vermilion border, and the space that is present in between these upper lip borders we call it as tubercle, tubercles or tubercle. And in lower lip also you can see that the space that is present in between this border we call it as tubercle. Okay, the space that is present in between the vermilion border we call it as tubercles. And when coming to the upper lip, in the middle of the upper lip you can see the cup-like depression. Okay, this cup-like depression on the middle of the upper lip we call it as Capit's bow. Capit's bow. Capit's bow. Okay, here below the lower lip, here it is the lower lip, below here you can see some small depression like sulcus. We call it as mentolabial sulcus. Here you will be having the small depression below the lower lip. Here it is the lower lip, and below here you will be having the small depression. We call it as mentolabial sulcus. So here it is about this structure of the lip. Okay, above this upper lip you can see the nose. Nostrils are present. Nose. Okay, the space that is present in between the Cupid's bow and the nostrils. Here it is the Cupid's bow. The space that is present in between the Cupid's bow and the nose. Here you will be having some small space. Okay, this space we call it as philtrum. And the philtrum, it is consist of ridges. Here you can see some small ridges towards this side and this side. These ridges we call it as philtrum ridges. Okay, this is all about regarding the structure of lips. Generally, there are two lips we can see in human beings. They are the upper lip and the lower lip. Upper lip is otherwise known as superior labium, and lower lip is otherwise known as inferior labium. Okay, these two lips are lined by a border. We call it as vermilion border. They are lined by a border. We call it as vermilion border. Okay, the space that is present in between this vermilion border, we call it as tubercle. In lower lip also we can see space where the girls they used to keep the lipstick. Okay, the space we call it as tubercle. Okay, and here below the corner where the two lips joins, the corner we call it as oral commusus. And in the middle of the upper lip there is a small cup-like depression. We call it as Cupid's bow. And here below the lower lip you can see a small depression. We call it as mentolabial sulcus. Called as mentolabial sulcus. And the space that is present in between the nostrils, nose, and the upper lip, that is between the space that is present in between the Cupid's bow and the nostrils, we call it as philtrum. And this philtrum is lined by ridges. The ridges of the philtrum we call it as philtrum ridges. Okay, by this we have completed about the structure of lip. Okay, vestibular part is the mouth consists of two parts. Mouth is the first part of the alimentary canal. It allows food, water and air to enter into the body. And here this mouth consists of two parts. They are the vestibular part and the buccal cavity. Vestibular part means the space that is present in between the lips and the jawbone. We call it as vestibular part or vestibular region. Here, next part is about buccal cavity or oral cavity. As I told that, yes, it is the upper lip, it is the jawbone, buccal cavity, and it is the buccal cavity. This buccal cavity consists of jawbone. Okay, these are the jawbones. Here the teeth are present, they are attached to the jawbone. Here upper lip is attached to the jawbone by a small tissues, a form of tissues. Okay, by the form of tissues, here the upper lip, it is attached to the jawbone. This one we call it as labial frenulum. Here inside this, the lower lip is also attached to the buccal cavity or attached to the jawbone by a fold of tissues. We call it as labial frenulum. In both the cases, upper lip and lower lip, they are connected to the buccal cavity or they are connected to the jawbone. They are attached to the jawbone by a fold of tissues. We call it as labial frenulum. of the mouth is buccal cavity or oral cavity. Here the mouth leads into a small cavity, we call it as buccal cavity. Next part is about buccal cavity or otherwise known as oral cavity. Here it is the buccal cavity. Here mouth leads into small opening, we call it as the space as buccal cavity. This buccal cavity consists of 4 parts. What are the 4 parts that are present in the buccal cavity means? They are the teeth. First part is palate, teeth and tongue, and buccal cavity also consists of salivary glands. Here the salivary glands are the associated glands. In buccal cavity we can see the associated glands. Which type of associated glands? Salivary glands. Salivary glands. As the buccal cavity consists of all these parts. Part of the buccal cavity is the palate. Here the palate is nothing but the roof of the buccal cavity is known as palate. Roof of the buccal cavity is known as palate. Here the palate is nothing but it is a separating membrane. It is a separating membrane that separates. Here it is the nose. Here you can see the nasal chamber, nasal cavity. Nasal cavity, it belongs to respiratory system. Here it is the palate is the separating membrane that separates nasal cavity, nasal chamber from the buccal cavity. Buccal cavity and nasal chamber, they both are separated by a bone, we call it as palate. So here the anterior part of the palate, it is made up of with a hard bone. మనకు anterior part వచ్చేసి palate లో hard bone తోటి ఉంటుంది. So it is made up of with hard bone. So we call it as hard palate. Hard palate. And this hard palate is in the middle of this hard palate there is a palatal rugae. Okay, there is a line like. Okay, by touching here you can see that in the middle of the here inside this there will be a small ridge like. So here the hard palate is lined by a ridge, we call it as palatine rugae. Palatine rugae. It is about hard palate. And when coming to, it is the anterior part of the palate, it is made up of with hard bone, so we call it as hard palate. And when coming to posterior part, it is the posterior side, inside. Okay, here the posterior part, the palate is made up of with soft tissue. It is made up of with soft tissue. So we call it as soft palate. And at the distal part, here the distal part of the soft palate, it hangs down into the buccal cavity. This is the buccal cavity, the soft palate. At the distal part of this soft palate or hinder part, it is hanging down into the buccal cavity. So here this hanging part, it is the flap-like structure which hangs down into the buccal cavity. We call it as uvula. Uvula. Okay, this is about the palate. And what is the main function of palate means? It helps in breathing and chewing the food. It helps in breathing and chewing the food. So it is about the palate.